like, hey, Dylan, the AC/DC voice. He's like, come here. I got some. And he's opening his bag, and he had some Advil. And I grabbed it. I said, my mom's worst fears have come true. I'm taking drugs from a guy from AC/DC.
Yeah.
And he laughed so hard. He's like, oh, I'm every mother's worst nightmare. But it's like this weekend at the Hollywood show, there's a gentleman. His name's Simon Wright. He was the drummer for AC/DC. In 2021, I managed Peter Robbins. He was the voice of Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
It's another crazy God story how that came to be.
Sure.
He sadly passed away in 2022. But that year of 2021, I traveled the country with him. We would go to conventions. And that really opened the door for me to be behind the scenes at a lot of these things. So much so that we sat beside Simon for 2 days, and whenever there wasn't a line, I'm sitting in a chair like this, Simon's right here, and we're just talking.
Wow.
And whether that we were talking about AC/DC or we were talking about what does spirituality mean to you, just trying to break down some walls. One of my favorite memories of traveling doing that, when I went to Albuquerque, that's where we were with Simon.
Yeah.
I do not know what it was, but the altitude, I had the worst migraine I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
To the point I wanted to just lay down and cry and be like, Peter, I'm not even going to that.
Wow.
But I went down the elevator and I was asking somebody at the front desk, I was like, do y'all have an Advil? Just something. Because I was like, I've got to smack myself into work mode, but I was in so much pain. Well, Simon was there, and we'd already talked enough. He's like, hey, Dylan, the AC/DC voice. He's like, come here. I got some. And he's opening his bag, and he had some Advil. And I grabbed it. I said, my mom's worst fears have come true. I'm taking drugs from a guy from AC/DC.
Yeah.
And he laughed so hard. He's like, oh, I'm every mother's worst nightmare. So I haven't seen him in 4 years, so I'm going to walk up and be like, I'm going to walk up and see if he just remembers.
Yeah,
And I'll be like,
gotcha.
You got any Advil, Simon?